This dude no longer works at Tesla. This is not a story about an indictment on Tesla. Don't take it that way. But the former head of Tesla here in Australia has just been sent to jail for 2.5 years for insider trading. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. My name's Sam Evans and I'm coming to you from Bangkok in Thailand. Just want to say a big thank you to every single one of you who've contributed. Doesn't matter how big or how small, whatever it was, every single one of you that have contributed to our GoFundMe campaign. It's absolutely working. I just want to let you know that what you've done has definitely made a difference. So the cancer's reduced by 50%. Some of the parts where it's metastasized in different parts of the body, lymph nodes, have disappeared entirely. And it's only been 9 weeks. Yes, it's insanely expensive, but yes, it's working. Thank you so much. If you want to know what I'm talking about, you're like, what's this guy on about? And you're new to the channel, I'll put a link in the description to the GoFundMe campaign. Australia's corporate watchdog said on Tuesday that Kurt Schlosser, the former head of Tesla's Australian operations, has received a 2.5-year prison sentence for insider trading. The former executive, however, was released immediately on the condition of good behavior. Seriously. Mr. Schlosser was sentenced to 2 years and 6 months imprisonment to be released immediately upon entering into a recognizance on the condition that he be of good behaviour for 2 years and 6 months, said officials from the Australian government on the day of his sentencing. As part of his conviction, Schlosser is barred from managing corporations for 5 years. Seems a particularly punitive punishment. I remember that lady in the United States, I've forgotten her name, who went to jail for 6 years or more for insider trading. Seems like the Americans take this sort of stuff a lot more seriously than we do in Australia. I'm not sure why that is. As per the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, ASIC, the former director's guilty pleas to 2 insider trading offences led to his sentence. The ASIC had previously noted that Schlosser had purchased 86,748 shares, that's a lot of shares, in Piedmont Lithium, which I owned, by the way, before I realized after hearing about BYD and CATL's plans for sodium that the price of lithium was going to fall, which it has. And he actually bought those in September 2020. This was after he was informed of the details of a 5-year deal for spodumene concentrate between the EV maker and the miner. So basically, he found out from Tesla, as you do if you're the CEO of Tesla in Australia, that there was going to be a deal between Tesla for the key concentrate, lithium concentrate used in batteries, and then he decided to buy Piedmont Lithium. I'm not even sure if I'd call this insider trading. I mean, this is pretty much common knowledge, this kind of stuff. But anyhow, as per ASIC, Schlosser later sold his shares in Piedmont for a profit. The former Tesla Australia director reportedly sold his shares and profited about $28,883, the agreement between the electric vehicle maker and Piedmont announced. So he made a whole total of $28,000. I think that's Australian dollars, by the way, American, so that's probably only about $19,000 US dollars. The ASIC described the former Tesla executive's actions as follows. In his role as country director of Tesla Australia, Mr. Schlosser was informed of a confidential in principle agreement to be entered into by Tesla in the United States of America. The agreement related to the supply of lithium to Tesla by Piedmont Lithium Limited, a company listed on the Australian Securities Exchange. Mr. Schlosser then purchased 86,500 shares in Piedmont Lithium Limited in 2 transactions and also communicated that inside information to a friend in circumstances where it was likely that person would also acquire Piedmont Lithium shares. Mr. Schlosser, shortly after the announcement was made public by Tesla and Piedmont, sold the shares for a profit of 28,800 Australian dollars. And it sounds like his mate bought the shares and sold them as well. This is pretty monumentally stupid. I mean, if this is the way I see this, if you're going to do this, right, if you're going to engage in insider trading, I don't understand why these morons do it for such a small profit. Like, seriously, I mean, if you're going to break the law, go big or go home. That's what I say. If you're going to do this, surely you want to invest at least $1 million. You're going to be making a minimum Minimum $500,000 if you're going to take this kind of risk. Don't do it yourself, obviously in your own damn name. That's just absolute idiocy. I mean, use other people that don't have a connection to you. Use someone that doesn't have a connection to you. Buy Bitcoin, transfer the Bitcoin to their name, then get them to buy it using the Bitcoin. I don't know. Work out some strategy. This guy just seems like, what was Tesla thinking hiring this guy? I mean, hey, Tesla can't have known this, but the guy just sounds like an absolute dimwit to me, but that's my opinion. The former Tesla executive reportedly informed a friend that acquiring Piedmont shares would be a good idea in circumstances where it was likely, said Reuters. ASIC Deputy Chair Court issued a comment about the matter. We are committed to acting against conduct that damages the integrity of Australia's financial markets. Insider trading undermines investor confidence and gives individuals an unfair advantage. This criminal outcome demonstrates the serious consequences for trading when in possession of inside information. So, serious consequences. He got nothing. He got a suspended sentence. Doesn't sound that serious to me, to be honest. I would have thought he would have gotten a real sentence. This is just a pretend sentence. It's like a slap on the wrist. Teslarati says that Piedmont, for their part, have declined to issue a comment on the former Tesla executive sentence. We do not comment on the legal proceedings of individuals of other companies. The miner noted, Tesla has not issued a comment about the matter either, as obviously this dude was fired a while ago. Now, when you think about this case, there are people in the media that constantly manipulate stock prices of companies, whether it be Tesla or other companies. They do this on a daily basis. They just go on CNBC, say something negative, say something positive, and we all know they have a position in that share, and then they just profit from it instantly. I don't know how that's legal and how this is not legal. It's like media manipulation is constantly legal. It's never illegal, but it's illegal to do this on a small scale. Sort of a weird scenario that we live in, sort of a weird world that we live in. I'm not a big fan of the media, as you can see. I just think they constantly lie for their own gains. Basically, the reason I exist here is to try and tell you the actual truth of what's going on. Now, to be fair, if this guy had gotten a legitimate 2.5-year sentence and actually gone to jail, it would have been a pretty harsh penalty for a very, very small amount of money. I mean, about $18,000 is literally peanuts. What was this guy thinking? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.